Welcome back. This is a very informative video about numerology, simply understood. So let's get started. Please refer to the history, resources, and references at the end of the video. Thank you. So this is a table of single digits, double digits, and repetitive digits, which are also referred to as the master numbers. The first step in numerology is getting to the root number or the master number. So the root number are just obviously numbers 1 through 9, okay, without the 0, because 0 plus another number equals that number, and if you subtract and add zeros, it doesn't really make any difference. We also have the master numbers. The master numbers are the numbers you see here in the diagonal of the table: 11, 22, 33, 9, 44, 555, 66, 77, 88, and 99. So when we calculate the numerology for a specific person based on their birth date, we need to reduce the numbers to the root numbers or to the master numbers. These are the indivisible numbers. You can't reduce number 11, for example. When you reach a single digit such as 1 through 9, you don't reduce any further. When you reach a double digit such as 11 or 22 or 33, you don't reduce any further. Let's talk about the notion of the 9-year cycle. So the 9-year cycle have 4 key numbers to calculate: the personality number, the attitude number, the life path number, and the personal year number. The personality number is achieved by adding the digits of the day of birth. The attitude number is achieved by adding the digits of the day of birth plus the month of birth. The life path number, which is the most important here, is achieved by adding the day of birth, month of birth, and the year of birth. And lastly is personal year number, is similar to the life path number, except that we're adding the current year instead of the year of birth. So over here, if someone was born on the 29th of February, we add 2 plus 9. Then for the attitude number, we add 2 plus 9 plus the month number, the numerical value of that month. And then for the life path number is the day of birth, month of birth, and the year of birth. And for the personal year number, we just add the current year. So your life path number is the most important of all of these, and because it's fixed by your birth date. So whatever your birth date is, day, month, and year, that's it. This doesn't change. It reveals your identity, strengths, weaknesses, talents, and life purpose. It unlocks your past experiences, past, present, and future. It's an organized system that brings to light your lived experiences, and similar to your sun sign in astrology, day and month of birth. In this 9-year cycle, we have 1 represents the beginning, 2 is connecting, 3 is creating, 4 is building, 5 is changing, 6 is nurturing, 7 is re-evaluating, 8 is expanding, and 9 is completing. There are certain planets that are rulers of these numbers. So 1 is ruled by the Sun, 2 is by the Moon, 3 is by Jupiter and Mars, 4 is ruled by Mercury, Uranus, and Rahu, 5 is ruled by Jupiter and Mercury, 6 is ruled by Venus, 7 is ruled by Saturn, Neptune, and Ketu, 8 ruled by Uranus, Saturn, and Rahu, and 9 is ruled by Neptune, Mars, and Ketu. If you're not familiar with Rahu and Ketu, I will be covering that in a future video. The repeatable numbers, or the master numbers, 11 through 99, are, of course, the master numbers, and they are not so much ruled by these planets, but they are a little bit more elevated spiritually. I'm going to give 3 examples of 3 birth dates so we understand how we calculate those numbers in numerology. The first example birth date is a person born on the 15th of July, 1998. We're going to calculate the day of birth, day plus month of birth, day plus month plus year of birth, and then day plus month and current year. So for example, the correct way of calculating would be to take the day of birth, which is 15, add 1 plus 5 equals 6. So 6 would be the personality number for this person. The attitude number will be 1 plus 5 plus 7, which is the month of July. And the total is 13. You add 1 plus 3. And this will be reduced to the root number, which is 4. The life path number, we're adding the day, the month, and the year of birth. So 1 plus 5 plus 7, which is the month, plus the year, which is 1, plus 9 plus 8 equals 40. So 4 plus 0 is 4. So that's over here. That's the root number for the life path number for this person. Last but not least is the personal year number. If you add 15 plus 7 plus 2022, which is the current year, it will be 1 plus 5 plus 7 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Of course, the 0 doesn't count, the 2022. The total is 19. You add 1 plus 9. This have to be reduced to a single digit, and then equals 10, and then 1 plus 0 equals 1. So 1. So this personality number is 6, which means that they have a personality of Venus, which is the ruler of number 6. Their attitude in life is number 4, which is ruled by Mercury, Uranus, and Rahu. The life path number matches their attitude, which is Mercury, Uranus, and Rahu. Their personal year number is number 1, which is the beginning. Okay, so they're going through a beginning right now. Here's a second example of a person who was born on the 21st of September, 1993. If you do the math, add those numbers together, you end up with 3 for the personality number, 3 for the attitude number, which is ruled by Jupiter and Mars. The life path number is 7, which is Saturn, ruled by Saturn, Neptune, and Ketu. And the personal year number is ruled by Neptune and Mars, which is number 9, and Ketu. The third example is for a person who was born on the 26th of May, 1960. This person has a personality number of 8. 2 plus 6 is 8. And this person has an attitude number of 4, which is 2 plus 6 plus 5 equals 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. A life path number of 11. That's the master number. And a personal year number of 1, which is ruled by the sun. So this person is going through a new beginning right now. Let's go over the meaning of the life path numbers. Life path number 1, this person is a leader. This is ruled by the sun. And the personas, I try to give personas that are known to everybody, such as Steve Jobs, Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks. This is about planting the seed. These people are leaders and they prefer self-employment. Life path number 2, these are the empaths. These people are ruled by the moon. Personas are Barack Obama or Jennifer Aniston. This is about watering the crop. These people are caring. They like to have many friends. They're family-oriented and develop relationships very quickly, and they are peaceful. Life path number 3, these are the communicators. They're ruled by Jupiter and Mars. Personas are Hillary Clinton and Christina Aguilera. These are the first bud sprouts people. Their creative expression is very good. They're optimistic, generous, they're great listeners, and they are dreamers. Number 4, they are the worker bees. They're ruled by Mercury, Uranus, and Rahu. The personas we're giving here are Bill Gates, Brad Pitt, Paul McCartney, and Oprah Winfrey. This is about maintaining the crop. These people are truthful, practical, scientific, super talented. They're serious people, practical, rational. They're workaholics, but they may not believe in numerology and astrology. Life path number 5, these are the freedom seekers. This is ruled by Jupiter and Mercury. Personas are like Angelina Jolie and Nicolas Cage and Steven Spielberg. These are relaxed people, they're fun, they're persuasive motivators, they're adaptable, they travel a lot, they love to change, the balanced understanding is very good, and then they're prone to addictions. Life path number 6, these are the homemakers. Number 6 is ruled by Venus. Personas are Robert De Niro, Britney Spears, Eddie Murphy. This is about harvesting the crop. They enjoy being at home. They're nurturing. They like interior design. They're very sensitive. They're very sensory. They're natural teachers. They help others. They give more than they receive. They're healers. They're beautiful. They are good. They're good cooks. They like cooking. They're loving parents, and they have leadership skills, and they want to be loved. Life path number 7. These are the intellectuals. They're ruled by Saturn, Neptune, and Ketu. Their personas we have here are Mel Gibson, Princess Diana, and Leonardo DiCaprio. These people learn from their mistakes. They have do a lot of self-reflection. They're strong, sharp, lack softness. They're spiritual seekers. They are focused, researchers, mystics, non-bendable, looking for justice, and they love scientific stuff and spiritual stuff, and they are very intelligent. Number 8, the manager, ruled by Uranus, Saturn, and Rahu. Personas are Armani and Sandra Bullock. So this is about selling the harvest. They're very successful people. They have a lot of prestige, status, wealth, business, power seeking. They're materialistic. They like fame, and they like to stand out. They're charming. They want to create something bigger than themselves. Life path number 9 are the healers. This is ruled by Neptune and Mars and Ketu. Personas are Mahatma Gandhi, Morgan Freeman, Harrison Ford. These people seek things to completion. It's hard to let go of their past. They have big dreams. They're very humanitarian. They're philosophers. They have a lot of high morals, principles. They're social workers, influential, and they are followed by others. Master numbers, finally. Let's talk about spiritual teachers. Life path numbers that end up with number 11 through 99 have master numbers. Master number 11, of course, they are spiritual teachers. They are the higher vibration of number 2. They are masters at connecting with the divine. They are very hard to live up to. They have a very heavy responsibility. They have a beautiful life if they choose to take the responsibility. They are intuitive healers. What you will notice is that at all the root numbers of these numbers, if you divide 11 by 5.5, for some reason, you end up with the root number 2 in this case. If you divide 22 by 5.5, you end up with root number 4. 33 by 5.5, you end up with 6. But these numbers 11, 22, 33, 44, and 55 have even numbers as the root number. All of them have the same thing in common, which is these people are spiritual teachers with slight differences between them. 11 are the people masters at connecting with the divine, while 22 are the master builders, spiritual architects. The higher the number, of course, the harder it is to achieve than the previous ones. So 33 is like the really hard to achieve, and then 44 is very hard to achieve, and 55 and above is almost impossible to achieve. But they all are rooted in the even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. This will be numbers 66 and 77, 88, and 99. Note that these numbers are rooted in odd numbers. So divide 66 by 5.5, you end up with number 3, or number 5, number 7, number 9. So they're all spiritual teachers. Of course, these are the extremely hard to achieve numbers because of the heavy responsibilities. We'll go through an overview of history and references for this video. As you may know, in ancient China and India, we have a lot of Sanskrit literature that was developed before the year 3000, around the end of the Mahabharata war. And the great sage Vyasa wrote several books and also classified and assembled the Vedas, the Rig Veda, Samaveda, Ayurveda, and Atharva Veda. He also wrote the Mahabharata, which is a record of what happened during the big war in India. That happened at the end of the Dvapara Yuga. If you don't know what Dvapara Yuga is, you may want to refer back to my previous video that was uploaded in the name of Yugas, simply understood. So one of the books that was attributed to Vyasa is the Surya Siddhanta, in Arabic as Sindh Hind, Zayj as Sindh Hind al-Kabir. So this book formed the basis of a lot of the sciences we know today, such as mathematics and chemistry and astrology and astronomy. Also in ancient Egypt, Babylon, Greece, and Arab, Persian, and Islamic culture, there were a lot of significant scholars that wrote about mathematics and numerology and in different ways. And scholars in Greece, in ancient Greece, is Pythagoras and Plato, right, who lived around 500 to 300 BC. Also, in the Arab, Persian, and Islamic culture, we have three notable scholars, and they are Jabir ibn Hayyan, Al-Khawarizmi, and Al-Bayruni, all of which are very, very well known, and they lived from the year 800 to the year 1000 AD. Notably, Al-Khawarizmi is the author of Al-Jabr, okay, and that's where algebra came from. And then, of course, the algorithm in mathematics has been attributed to his name. So algorithm comes from the word Al-Khawarizmi. That's what it means. He wrote a book about the balancing, which is essentially x equal y in mathematics. Very important. And of course, the last but not least is Al-Bayruni, who had traveled to India and translated some of the biggest and most significant works of Sanskrit literature, including the Siddhanta and the Surya Siddhanta, and which is referred to as Zayj Sindh Hind al-Kabir. So a very significant person here. I will probably go create a video in the future that will shed the light on the works of Al-Bayruni. Here we have some of the references that I used in my research on this video. We hope that you enjoyed this video and find it informative. And if you did, please feel free to subscribe to this channel and leave a comment below about any topic that you would like us to cover in the future. Thank you and take care.